entire target array, with the exception of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vessels, is completely obliterated by the spray and the mist. Now everything is turned white. I can see nothing at all of the target vessels. They are all completely obliterated by the radioactive spray that is in the air. And all the time, mushrooming along the very surface of the water that has taken an entirely different shape than the classic design of mushroom which we knew.
Sitting out there, apparently we were caught in what they call the downwind of this, and a lot of debris from fallout fell on top of the Sumner. I was standing there and got a lot of mist, little grits of sand, little pieces of rock falling around, and they ordered what they call GQ, which is everybody go to the battle stations. We went down, and I had picked up a little rock on the way that had fell down, and I picked up a little rock and put it in my pocket. Didn't keep it very long. I guess I just threw it away. But well, again, within 10 hours after this test Baker, we were at ground zero.
Scene 36, take 5.
Doctor, what are we doing to protect our men at Bikini from possible harm?
In contrast to the Japanese, none of our men will enter the area until it is considered radiologically safe. Colonel Stafford Warren will head a staff of eminent radiologists who, with the aid of delicate scientific instruments, will measure the amount of radiant energy that may be present. We are taking every precaution to be certain that no man is injured in any way as a result of this experiment.
We didn't know anything what was going on, and no one told us about anything, radiation or anything, been exposed to anything. And we were really unconcerned about that because we were had gone aboard the target ships, and we thought that was one of the greatest things that there was on board there. We saw these men coming aboard ship, and they had these Geiger counters with them, and they were walking all over the ship. They had regular shoes on, but they had cloth pulled up over the shoes there that they were walking around with. I still had on a pair of shorts and my tennis shoes, and I had a little T-shirt on with a sailor hat. And that's all the clothing that I had on me.
Scientists have a compelling interest in these new experiments. Each time an atomic bomb explodes, theory is translated into startling reality. Today's records and figures make tomorrow's textbooks.
We went swimming in the water. A lot of dead fish around, but we went swimming in the water. This water was also used for pulling through water from the Bay Lagoon there into the condensers of the ship to make our own drinking water. We used the water to wash our clothes with. We wasn't worried about it because they continued to tell us to not worry about any of this. It wouldn't harm us, and we wasn't in any danger whatsoever.
Back to Washington comes Vice Admiral William H.P. Blandy. The man who directed the 2 atom bomb tests in Bikini Atoll is here to report. In his first statement to the press, the Admiral sounds a somewhat ominous note.
The Bikini tests, especially the second test, which involved the explosion of an atomic bomb underwater, have proven that this bomb, as used in naval warfare, would be not only the most powerful, but the most insidious weapon ever used in history. I sincerely trust that a plan which is at the same time practical and acceptable to all nations can be devised to outlaw it. But if this is not done, at least Crossroads will have given the United States information to make it better prepared than any other nation on earth for this type of warfare.
Natives of the Marshall Islands have promised that they shall never use an atomic bomb against any enemy. They have further expressed their willingness and desire to join any world organization to outlaw the use of the atomic bomb in possible future warfare. These are a simple, honest, religious people, peace-loving and not too wise in the ways of our civilized world.
Kanai jogoyon begini dukur kanai ngai nalap tara bein perionai de ngai mijolonai akan ke rejbaya baijin Amerika ibaya baijin em kem chai e baijin ke cha baka kemi katarota Amerika ipa kabijab kanan peridu prigin echeba ingran pabu du prijawan ani jade dokum kejara maniga ebi kachida gibena Amerika bayan pool kana chona norong kaman manai de ngahem kroli ngane pangan rolin peri pabu.
While we were on the way back to Pearl Harbor, why I was mostly taking bed rest at the time. And when I got to Pearl Harbor, they had then transferred me to the hospital there, where many tests were performed on me. The summoner left and went on another tour, and of course I remained in the hospital. In 1947, well, they gave me a medical discharge and sent me home. My feet and legs were swollen, only just a little bit. Sometimes it prevented me from wearing my shoes, and I would do as I was told to do. They told me to, if my feet started swelling on me, well, they'd get in bed and elevate my feet and legs, and swelling would go down, which it did. And years went on, and this continued to go on, and years went on through the 50s, but each time the swelling would get just a little bit worse. My right leg went down, but my left leg continued to get big, and it was swollen up huge, in the size of the waist of a man. And they had started cracking open on me, and they had to take it off because of the severity of the pain and the many open wounds that was on it. And that was in '77, March of '77. 1 year later, certainly right after that, the swelling began to go into my right leg, and it, again, the swelling wouldn't stop that time. It continued to swell so severely that it literally bursted open from my back of my knee all the way down to the ankle. And at that time, I was taken to the hospital, and was August of 1978, my right leg was amputated below the knee. Immediately after the amputation of my right leg, while in the hospital, my left hand began to swell on me. And they didn't have the answers for that either. There's no question in my mind that of all the things that went on in Operation Crossroads, it was a slow death from that time to this date. Not only me, but there's other thousands of men out there that maybe even worse off than I am. There's so many thousands of those men that are dead now, and they don't really know what caused their death.